Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Town of Salem gameplay video. I'm recording this in post because I'm trying to get jailer gameplays because I'm testing some jailer tactics and some jailer meming stuff, and it's been a lot of fun to play jailer a lot. I love that role, my favorite role. But today I'm playing Jester, and I have a Jester tactic that I'm ready for. And you may have missed it, but I've already started talking. And this Jester tactic is basically talk a ridiculous amount and have a really bad claim. I think this is the cleanest way, I think, to get Jester wins. I don't like the gimmicks that people have in order to get Jester wins. So I'm coming medium because medium is often faked, and I'm writing way more in my will than is necessary because long wills that say nothing are suspicious, and that's basically, and medium is a claim that I think will be easily CC'd. Because there's going to be another TS out there, and there's only room for one TS by default, potentially more with random towns. So, I start talking immediately. So the point of this is I want people to ask me what my role is early on. Because a Mafia is not going to kill a medium role in the first 3 days. They're not going to do it. So if I can get somebody to ask me for my role, I can get CC'd and keep Mafia off me, and probably keep Jailer from jailing me. The three things I need to happen, right, in order to win as Jester. So I start right at the back and say, hey, can we talk about why it is that the Spy wanted TP? Spy is a normal Mafia claim. They shouldn't get TP. I'm just saying words. I'm just talking as much as I possibly can right now in order to get attention on me. Yeah, well, no one asking for TP is going to get attacked. And immediately Series asked me for a claim. And I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit, because I want other people to be like suspicious first before I go ahead and claim. And so I do claim. Series cancels his vote, which I really wouldn't have wanted. I'm hoping for there to be a CC. Deodad asks for my claim, and then I post my really ridiculous will. No one is dead, so I can't speak to them tonight. Yeah, we know that. That's a useless thing to say. If you find that somebody is saying a lot but not adding much, that's somebody to be suspicious of, as a general rule. And there's no one dead again tonight, so I get to have another day basically without being medium confirmed, quite really not confirmed. And there could be another medium. There could be medium, there could be retributionist. I don't know yet. There was no TSCCs, but I know there's at least one TS out there. And heck, even if they die tonight, if 8 is a TS, it could be helpful for me. But there's nothing to do tonight except for sit here and wait. And the next day comes along. So I've succeeded in my day one goal, which was basically to get somebody to call me out. To get somebody to say that, to ask me for my role and my will. And so, so we're executed by the jailer. And claimed Doc apparently in their will. Said they were on Series, who called for TPLO. Nothing suspicious about that so far. But apparently they were too quiet or won't respond to questioning, which is interesting because they were talking the day previous. And now Series is actually dead. And I want to make sure that I'm the one talking today. I want to make sure that one of the first things that people see is me talking. And so in hand, killed by a Mafia. You can't ask somebody day one, they say, but I don't know what they're referring to. I'm hoping it's a town support, because that'll put some extra pressure on me today. But indeed, it may not be. In fact, it is not. It's a vigilante, which is not helpful to me in any. Well, it sort of is helpful because it means that Vigi can't shoot me now. Series is dead, shot by vigilante. So Series actually got shot by Vigi here, and I'm a little bit interested in what's going on, because now I have to probably, I don't want to say I still bet that Spy is a fake, right? I don't want to say that because it might be too obvious that I'm just kind of BSing, right? So I want to make it like, I want to look suspicious. I want people to see my name and to think, wait, what was his role? What was his claim again? Why is he talking so much? Who is he? I want people to notice me and want to know why it is that I'm talking without adding anything actually. So Mercy asks what my real role is. I say I'm a medium. And I said though, okay, well I said spy is often evil, not to shoot them, Vigi. There was no TSCC. And why am I saying there's no TSCC? Because I'm trying to bait TS into CCing me. It benefits me if they counterclaim right now. And so Mercy says, I'm awesome. No, I'm medium. I said, well, maybe we both are. And then I post my really awful will. No one is dead, sadly. I even said sadly. Sadly, no one's dead. And I was hoping I'd get a little more heat for that. It was such a small thing, but the will is useless. It's absolutely useless. It looks like I'm just trying to make stuff up, you know? Spy Tom, clipping sheriff, and not really saying much of anything here. Doesn't say that I'm Inno, which is good. You don't want to be picked out as Inno from a confirmed sheriff, of course. And I don't want to get investigated either. I'm kind of surprised right now. There's multiple investigators in this, or at least there's multiple investigator claims in this game. There was a possibility of me being vested after claiming medium, since I was a little bit suspicious. But now, I've kind of set the stage, right? I don't think either of us, either medium claims, are going to get killed tonight in any way at all. Talon's going to wait to see which one comes out on top tomorrow with information, right? And Sirius, the spy, is dead. And In-Hand actually left the game, right? The moment after they died, basically. And so I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that to help me look suspicious. So I say In-Hand said I was witched. In-Hand left before the night started. I could not have talked to the vigilante, but I'm trying to make it so that no matter what happens with Mercy, I look more suspicious than Mercy. I do not want Mercy to be killed today. If Mercy gets killed this day, I get executed tonight. That's not what I want. I want my will to be so bad. I want it to be so obvious that I'm not actually the medium, that the other medium is legit, that I die. Now, Ceres revived by a Retributionist. That's great. I'm going to post this anyway, because today's my make it or break it day. When you're a Jester, you have a day where you just have to leap for it, and you got to hope. You got to hope that you make it. And that's my day today. I'm guessing that Mercy is probably legit medium. There is a Retributionist that makes me look really suspicious. I'm going to have the worst will possible, which is only one medium. In-Hand says I was witched. And then Ceres says Bear dies. Bear is not medium, Mercy Main says. Ceres wasn't talking. So, at this point, when you're a Jester, you want to make certain people guaranteed to vote against you, right? So by saying that Ceres wasn't talking, I've basically made sure that Ceres and Mercy are legit going to vote against me. So, and then I say this. I clinched the victory here by saying I hate Retributionists. It's such a cruddy role. Seriously. Now I'm railing against Retributionists and the role because I'm trying to make them think that I'm a Mafia that got caught out this time because of a Retributionist. I'm not a Mafia. I didn't get caught out because of Retri. I wanted to get caught out. This is all going extraordinarily to plan. Retri is OP, nerf. So now, Town, Mafia knows. Mafia knows that I'm evil. And if they're smart, they'll know that I'm actually a Jester. But, seriously though, nerf Ret kills off more Mafia than Jalen and Vigi combined. So right now, everybody's convinced I'm Mafia. I'm an unlucky Mafia that made a bad claim when there was a Retributionist in the game. That is what's happening right here. And that's not at all what's actually happening. Insta loss. So this tactic is, I think, the cleanest way to get early Jester wins. And that is to be so talkative without saying anything helpful. Kind of like push on people at discretion, but not too strong. Okay, you don't want to push too hard, but push a little bit on people. Have a bad claim that is often faked with a bad will that looks made up, and you are pretty well on your way to getting lynched. Jalen doesn't like to jail people who have already claimed their role. So, and I say thanks, buds, Jester win, and Siri says nah. And then Siri says lucky AF, which wasn't true at all, man. Deodat asks to be killed. And I actually think right now that Deodat's faking it. I think Deodat might be the jailer, like trying to reverse psychology me. So I decided to kill Deodat. Because I'm hoping it's jailer that's trying to be silly here and reverse psychology. But that's what we'll go for. Feels like a good win, man. Feels like a good win, man. Yeah, so being talkative makes people like, alright, what are you saying? What is your role? Because you're saying a lot, but none of it makes any sense. You're not helpful. Now, I wasn't talking nonsense, though. I was talking about the game. I'm not a big fan of the whole just, like, spam the chat until you get voted up thing. First of all, you can still get reported for spamming. Second of all, you seem like an evil. You seem Jester. I seemed like an unfortunate mafia there. I was talkative without saying anything helpful. I made them make me claim early. Claimed medium, which is a generally weak claim. Other really weak claims are BG, is pretty weak. Sheriff's pretty weak as well. Vigi would have been pretty weak. Veteran would have been really weak as well, especially if there is actually another veteran and they CC me. I could have made other plays, but medium is a really good play in my opinion because medium you're not likely to be killed by mafia or any of the evils at night. You're not even likely to be jailed. You're claiming medium. Like, jailer doesn't want to put a medium claim in jail. Then they can't even confirm themselves. What jailer wants to do is get new role claims from other people who haven't claimed yet, not from you. So, although veteran can work sometimes, I don't know if veteran's going to be safe or not. Veteran's also a decent claim to not get attacked by mafia though, but it could take longer for you to look suspicious. Medium is so easy to be proven wrong. There's already one TS space, so there's already limited TS space. And it's just there's often another medium that can confirm you as wrong, which is part of what happened here. And there can be retributions that confirms you're wrong. There was no transporter or escort claims day 1 too, which made it even more likely that the TS was mayor, retributionist, or medium, who I could CC then, or would CC me hopefully. You want to be the one that gets CC'd. It tends to be the case that the person who CCs has inherently more trust. I don't know why that is necessarily psychologically, but that does seem to be how it goes. The person who gets CC'd seems to be the more suspicious looking one. And so that was my hope right there. And it did kind of happen that way. But speaking a lot, taking up all the attention, got me the initial moves that I needed. I needed somebody to ask me for my role really early on. Weak role, weak will, get proven wrong later on by CCs and or other things, and then look suspicious enough that instead of assuming I'm a jester, they assume that I'm a mafia. Because a lot of times jesters are obvious. It looks like they're actively trying to be evil. You want to look as if you're just like you're unlucky as jester if you want to get the kill. And I did. I successfully looked that way in this game. So I might test out some other Jester tactics too. There's a lot of really fun tactics for Jester out there. Some of them are undoubtedly better than others. This is my favorite, the talkative, bad role kind of tactic. If you talk so much without saying anything important, people suspect you. And that's exactly what happened here. So we can try other ones too. It's been fun for sure to play these games. Both Jailer and Jester, some of my favorite roles. Jester's probably my favorite neutral evil role. Man, no, I don't know about that. Executioner is probably a little bit better for me. Because Executioner, you cannot be killed at night by SK or by Mafia, and it feels good, man. Feels good. So we're just going to wait and let this game wrap up now. I'm going to talk a bit more about different tactics for Jester, though, that I have seen work well before. One of the other tactics that I've seen work well, that I've used as well, is claiming spy and being wrong. Because when you claim spy and you're wrong, in theory, Mafia should know that you're lying. And spies are an inherently suspicious claim to have. They're not as weak of a claim as medium, though, because medium's just so easy to fake. It's so silly. When there's no retributionist or other medium, it's impossible to actually know for sure who's telling the truth or not. But really, spy is a pretty powerful one, so long as you are wrong about the night 1 visits, you know. Have 3 night 1 visits that are random. And Mafia will be like, that's not true at all. Now, if Mafia's really smart, they'll reach out to you and try to find out what it is that your role is. But if they're not particularly on top of things, then they may just not kill you. But that counts, and they'll probably push on you too, or ask you for your role, and you get to have your bad will posted. So it definitely is the case that you have to be a little bit intelligent, a little bit more thinking ahead when you're Jester, and you're gonna do a play like that, like a spy play, but it is a very good play as well to do. I don't recommend the speaking another language play. I think it might be reportable even. It doesn't seem to be effective anyway. You just look evil. You look like Jester. You don't want to actually look like Jester. You want to look like you're Mafia or Neutral Killing, because they don't want to kill a Jester. So, I have seen the X fake play work before. I have seen that work before. Once you find a confirmed town, you push on them as if you're an executioner, and then you basically just outright claim executioner. And sometimes, if there's no one else to be lynched that day, you'll get yourself pushed up. It's a bit tougher to do that one. I might try and give that one a go. It's a fun one to try, if you can get to it. But the key with that one, well, you know what? I'll save the tactics on that one for maybe another video, because I do think that's a fun play to make as a Jester, though it might be a little bit more challenging. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones out there. There's some I wouldn't recommend, but primarily, I think Jester is one of the more entertaining roles that we have in Town of Salem. So, I think that if you were to look back at what it is that this play was really about in this game, in this tactic, it's to talk a lot but say useless things. That's, if I were to summarize, that's what I would be. And I think you could win with any role claim, honestly, if you would do that well enough. Talk a lot without having anything useful to say. So, I mean, I could have claimed Investigator and said that, so, you know, just basically have people that I already knew were a confirmed role as my results for those days. And that way, people would assume that I must be just taking them from the dead list or something like that. But you really want to make sure in this style of Jester play that you claim early, because you do not want to be jailed and then have a bad claim or a bad will. If you're already in jail and you have a bad will, you're going to be killed. You want to claim and stay out of jail by having already claimed a role. Jailer doesn't want to waste a night jailing somebody that they already think they know. Alrighty guys, hopefully you enjoyed. Peace out.